Vocaloid and Udaloid characters are often defined by their favourite foods. Miku's favourite food is a leek, Tato's is bread, and Luka's is fish, particularly the funnest, or as the unenlightened like to call them, tuna. But this got me wondering, how exactly has Megurine and Luka impacted the fishing industry? Fish expert myself, obviously, I know lots about fish. Did you know that fish all have individual personalities? Once you learn how to speak the language of the fishes, a whole new world of wonder opens up to you. And while I was exploring this world of wonder, a funnest albacore told me just how grateful he was for Megurine and Luka's help in their attempts to help save the tuna population. Because prior to Megurine and Luka's voice bank release on the 30th of January 2009, the tuna population was nearly pushed to the brink of extinction thanks to overfishing. Naturally, governing bodies like the UN introduced legal regulations to protect the tuna population in the late 1980s, which saw an instant decline in the catch rate of bluefin tunas. After this initial rapid drop, the catch rates fluctuated until in 2009, everything changed. After the release of Luka's voice bank, for the first time since the 1980s, we saw a significant drop in the catch rate for bluefin tunas, and the rate stayed low until 2014, when the ICCAT deregulated the fishing industry, allowing for a 20% increase in permitted bluefin tuna catches. And ever since then, the catch rates have been following an upward trend. Interestingly enough, in the years tuna's catch rates were at their lowest, Maguro Luka's popularity was at its highest. Growing up, most of us would have had an idol, someone we aspire to be just like. For many of us, that could have been the many versions of Luka we've seen and heard during our formative years. Thanks to this, Luka's love for tuna plays a big role in a perceived identity. But as we start to form our own agency, we lose sight of our original aspirations held during childhood, for the better or for the worse. And while the world has been sleeping on Luka, our love for tuna has been slept on as well. And Luka is a figure who exists as a deeply entrenched metonym for tuna, which has helped form a symbolic connection intertwining the fates between Luka and tuna. To quote a comment on another one of my videos, the real disgusting thing about Luka is how we don't really have her anymore. She's just another Miku. By becoming just another vocaloid, Luka has been over-commodified in the same way tunas have been over-commodified. Sadly, tuna is becoming just another fish, rather than the special fish it once was. And I blame this on the overexploitation of tuna, which has caused for a loss in the genetic diversity of the species. And while Luka hasn't been overused, we're starting to hear less and less of Luka's real voice. And as the comment was saying before, there are far fewer songs featuring Luka, and some of those which do, one could say she's losing her flavour. And the folly of this is that Luka has once again emulated the tuna industry. Due to shrinkflation, products like canned tuna and oil are seeing a reduction in the tuna content. And to compensate for this, companies like Sirana are using oil to cover up for the fact that there's less tuna in a can. The overuse of oil diminishes the taste of this tuna. So if you want to get tuna that doesn't taste like shit, you have to either seek it out or go fishing yourself, which I recommend doing by either listening to modern artists that use Luka, like Powerless Sounds, or alternatively, you could, for a low price of 75 Australian dollary dues, cop Luka's voice bank and make some songs using her yourself. By doing so, tuna. And this is because that Luka and tuna share a mutualistic relationship where if one thing happens to one of them, the same thing will happen to the other. So I implore you, for the better of the planet, or to be that change in the VSynth community,